morning. Y'all see I'm on my coffee, man. Getting ready. Monday. That's the second cup. I want to come back, give y'all a couple updates what's going on. Thought this was some good knowledge for you to learn from. You know what I'm saying? It was knowledge for me when I learned it. See Mr. Tom, he's grinding down this frame. The frame was stripped to the metal. Once it was stripped to the metal, the paint, the primer, all of that stuff protects the raw metal. Well, once you strip all of that off, just like you strip a car to the metal, it exposes that raw metal to the elements. And people had to pick this frame up to move it. Whenever you touch it, you see that there, that's somebody's handprint. When they grabbed it, moving it, well, Mr. Tom got to grind all of this stuff off before we put any type of protective filler on it, because that rust will come back up. You'll do all of the work, everything on the car, and that rust will come up later on down the road. You need me to help you out? Oh, the razor blades inside. So yeah, we about to prep the 73 convertible frame. We're gonna paint it, body work it, smooth it, everything out. Southeast Custom is the shop we're building this car alongside with. We're painting it, doing a lot of the body work to the vehicle as well as the frame. We're gonna do a lot of custom stuff to it. A detailed car builder who owns this car, so he knows work, he got expectations, but you know, we live for those expectations. We live for the moment to showcase what we can do. They tubbed the rear end of the frame, not really tubbing it, but they narrowed the frame where it'll accept the bigger wheels. This is typically wider right here from the factory. They actually cut it, reinforced the inside, and welded the factory piece back on to where it kind of looks factory. We're gonna come back and we're going to body work all of the wheels the way you won't see anything. It'll be smooth and then we'll paint over it. So, but what he's doing now is grinding off all of the rusty areas to where, you know, that fingerprints, just simply fingerprints, just from picking up raw metal without gloves. So you notice that Mr. Tom got gloves on his hand? Yeah. Glove box. I've been using them for the COVID-19 groove too. But yeah, you know, we gotta put gloves on because stuff like that'll happen. You see that little rust right there? Let me step over. You see that little area by that hole right there? That's somebody's finger grabbing it. That goes fingerprint right there from who picked it up when they delivered it. Right here, more fingerprints. Look at that. Look at that. More fingerprints right there. That's a fingerprint from somebody picking this frame up when it was delivered.
It'd be best if we could flip it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And then flip it once in the booth, paint one side, flip it.
Flip it again, yeah, just to make sure. That's kind of how we want to do it. That's going the long way now. You know, this thing ain't light, but we got to do it the right way. We got to make sure we get full coverage on it. You don't want to miss on a build like this. When you have these, you really don't want to miss here, but everybody make mistakes. But you know, most shops, reputable shops, you know, they will correct anything. You know, even the best builders in the world have to come back and re-tighten up some. We talking about the likes of Ken Digger Designs. You know, they tell you after they frame off, you know, double check, triple check both, because there's always something. So, but when you have a customer like this, no expense there, like you definitely want to show up and show out, you know, for those guys. So yeah, when we get this frame in the booth, put some epoxy prime on it, man. I'm gonna send y'all a little post. You want to flip it over now, Mr. Tom? Flip it over. Yeah, we got to flip this thing over. We got to do it the right way. So I'm gonna hit y'all back. We got to flip this thing over. Put some gloves on. Let me get my gloves. Instead of powder coating this frame, we prepping it, smoothing everything out and painting. Meaning this is a factory weld, how they put the frame together. All of these are factory welds. So if you powder coat them, I'm gonna show you on another frame in there that's powder coated. You're gonna see all of that afterwards. Still gonna look good, but over here, if you see the difference from factory welds, now Mr. Tom did this whole side. He haven't did this side. So this is before, and this would be after. So this is after the full primer, both sides. It's the final sand, well hopefully final sand, and then final prime, and then paint. One rotisserie game. Two rotisserie game. Nigga, we got two rotisseries for one car. Who does that shit? We do.